what is the regulatory landscape, and what are the views on this draft data center policy which has come up, and the expectations, what has it delivered that?
One thing is for sure that what we have seen since we came into the market, that government started accepting this as an mission critical industry. So they have almost brought us next to the telecom industry like essential service, and they are into the listening mode. So we recently started the work in Noida and Chennai. So see, typically to build a data center, as Raj said that, and Kamal said, that you need a lot of approvals. There are 50 to 60 plus approvals. So that is a very difficult process where people get stuck up. And once you have the foreign players trying to build, they always come up with somebody in India like us, and that is where the whole thing from a regulatory perspective need to be changed. So this perception need to be changed. Whether we bring a body like what Bhaskar said, that to regulatory body in data center, or we smooth, or we do a single window kind of process for data center. So that's the whole logic, that when we started with data center park, we created the ecosystem that where we will grow within that campus unprecedentedly. So we can go up to 35,000 rack. So at least we will not stop the customer in the same place to grow, because once you create some ecosystem, you need to do a lot of work, not only to build the data center, to get the electric and electronic gear, but also you have to create the connectivity and other things. So this whole regulatory system, or whole government system around data center, so it need to get more simplified to attract more people like us to get into this business. So today it is as difficult as convincing an investor to invest in your business. Is same exactly for convincing a large realtor to understand that why you should not invest in data center. So that is one of the area where the government need to focus on bringing the regulatory or the approval process a little more, or far more smoother as it is.
Right, wonderful. And maybe Kamal, I take your last views on this. How do you see the policies shaping up?
See, are you able to hear me now?
Yeah.
The policies are only going to improve. I don't see where it will deteriorate from where it is, simply because of the fact that even the policies will be laid down by the government, nobody else, right? So if they have to, face the challenges which they are facing today, in terms of, COVID is one of them. There will be many of them, and I think government has also taken good steps, irrespective of the outcome, and shown good intent in terms of digitalization of the entire payment systems. Something which happened during demonetization, and a lot of things happening now. I think it is very clear that they are there to support the data center industry. However, I think lot many areas need to be broken down into multiple parts, and each of these parts need to get addressed. So I think intent is being shown, but if that intent has to get converted into executable steps, even the government has to look into each of the areas, building blocks of creating data centers, and see where are the blocks in each of the building blocks. Okay, so this needs to be unclogged, right at the policy level to the execution level, up to the chief engineer electrical in the state, and to the person who will allot land, and who will make the agreement happen smoothly. I don't think the data center operators take a lot of time to build data centers. Most of the time goes behind this. So I'm sure the government will look at this, and I think it is our responsibility also. And I hear everybody talking in the same line.
Right.
To go and I don't mind using the word go and also educate the government. How they should help us. Because we should not be expecting them that they will know beforehand what it takes to do all these things, right? We are the industry guys, we are the experts. Difficulties are ours, right? So unless you go and exactly tell them. I think that forum would be required. I think a lot of good things NASSCOM has done. That forum is actually, I think it's a little late also, but I mean, it is better late than never, So I think there is a room for airing, those views. And if I look from the government side also, for example, in UP and some more states, there are a lot of enthusiasm around allocating lands. But at the end of the day, if these projects are not successful, it will remain only as allocation of land, right? The entire power ecosystem around data center, that's a completely different subject. It's a very related subject, very relevant subject. But how do you, create sustainable power infrastructure around the data center? Those are other challenges. So it is not only data center infrastructure, but a whole lot of other, issues around that, including some of the ease out of the execution.